Let's turn, if we can, to Louise down in Northport. Louise, good evening to you. How are you this evening?
I'm fine. How about you?
We are doing well, and we are grateful for your call. If you will, go right ahead with your question.
Okay, my father had some insurance check about 30, 40 years ago, and one of my sisters got it all and started sharing with, the whole, all the children. Because her name was not on it. My mama had to been on there, but how she get it all and then share it with nobody? Can you sue the insurance company?
Good question, and I think that that's something that's pretty common. It sounds like there was some life insurance, and then maybe the beneficiary could have been her sister, but it seems as though they don't know. Typically, if you have any type of insurance, you can designate someone to be the beneficiary. It can be one person or multiple people. If it's multiple people, you can always do a percentage. So I can live half to Kirby and half to Melody, but whatever I see fit. The persons that will be the beneficiaries are the ones that can actually get information about the life insurance policy. So it makes it kind of hard if you're not a beneficiary to call the insurance company and find out more information because they won't release that information or talk with you about anything. It sounds like she probably was the main beneficiary since she was able to get that money, because there is a process to be able to submit and prove that you're that person that's the beneficiary of that insurance. It sounds like it might have been also a little longer ago than to be able to try to take some action or some recourse. So unfortunately, that does sound like that may be something that can't be done now, but in the future, just make sure if you have life insurance that you have a beneficiary designated, and think about if you are divorced or someone passes away, it's really important to update that designation on your life insurance.
And
that's great advice.
It is, and to point out, I know she mentioned her mother, it does not have to be a spouse. It can be
it can be anyone. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a relative. If I love Kirby to death, so if I want to leave all my life insurance money to Kirby, as long as he can prove to the insurance company that he is Kirby Ferris, then he will be the one to get those funds after he proves that from the insurance company.
It's just a contract.
Yeah.
That's all it is. A contract that says, upon my passing, this person's going to get this amount of money.
Yeah.
It's that simple, really.
Yes, it is, but we got to stay on top of it.
That's
yes.
right.
Yes. Well, Louise, thank you so much for calling in with that question. Hopefully that answer helped you. We are going to turn now to Gloria, who is over in Inslee. Gloria, we appreciate you calling as well. Go right ahead if you will.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello, Gloria. Go right ahead with your question.
Okay. Yes, I got a question to ask you. You know, there's two young men. I'm a senior citizen now, 75. There's two young men that come to my house at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and they get on the roof and run around and do things. They be putting stuff up there, but when you call the police, they say there's nothing they can do. They told me to move, but I've been there 31 years. They can't be no more than about 15 or 16, something like that. And could you tell me, or what could I do, or what do I have to get a lawyer for this?
Wow.
So do you live in an apartment or tell us?
I live in a house. I've been here. My husband is deceased now. I live by myself.
Okay. And they're getting up on the roof of your private home.
Right. They at the top of the roof.
Gloria, do you have any idea? You said there was two young men. Do you have any idea who they are? Are they neighborhood kids or?
Yeah. And then one of them is. I know, but this other one, I don't know where he's from.
And you say that when you call police, they tell you that there's nothing that they can do.
Told me to move because they didn't hurt me or nothing.
Oh, that's interesting.
But still seems like it might be trespassing if it's on your private property. Yeah. So I'm not sure maybe if this is a lack of evidence for the police. If they see the police coming, maybe they are running away and jumping off the roof. I'm not sure if when you hear them, you might be able to record on your phone so that you can prove to the police that you saw them, or maybe even look out the window to see if they're running away, to see if you can maybe videotape them on your phone. Because it sounds like maybe if you can prove to them that there is someone there, I hear this, I see this, then that definitely seems like there will be an issue of trespass.
They also make some really inexpensive video systems these days, like these
Ring
doorbell
doorbells.
Yeah.
things. I've looked at some of those, and they're not expensive. Maybe consider putting a couple of those around the house, because if you can get some video of them, then
Yeah.
I think that would help.
Or around the perimeter of the home.
Yes.
What a
Yeah.
crying shame.
That's terrible,
that
yeah.
They're terrorizing that poor woman. That's just
Yeah.
wrong.
And hopefully, Gloria, you have someone who might be able to help you in terms of picking out a device like Kirby mentioned and installing that. I think that would be very helpful
Yeah.
in this situation. So we certainly wish you the best with that and hope that you get some recourse towards getting this stopped, because I'm sure that is quite frustrating for you.
Definitely.
So
Scary.
Scary,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for calling in tonight.